Hello, Jordan here, bringing you the 8th episode on my Call of Duty Ghosts weapon guides. In this episode we are covering the Kastet. The Kastet is a grenade launcher that can be found in Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer under the launcher category. It is a single shot Russian weapon, meaning it carries a single grenade per reload. In real life, the RGM-40 Kastet fires 40mm grenades and can be classed as a riot gun, meaning it can carry non-lethal items such as tear gas. The RGM Kastet light grenade launcher was designed to disable human targets temporarily with non-lethal items such as tear gas, shock or other non-lethal ammunition, as well as engage in enemy manpower inside trenches and off hilly slopes. The Kastet has an arc trajectory, meaning you'll have to aim the grenade launcher above your target at a distance in order to do some damage, otherwise instant death. However, the Kastet grenade launcher isn't a unique weapon, as there are other grenade launchers common with it, such as the GP30, the Arbuvka and the 6G30 grenade launchers, but overall this Russian launcher was definitely designed for non-lethal use. So now we know some information about the RGM-40 Kastet in real life, it's time to look at some information in game. Just like its real life alter ego, the Kastet can only carry one grenade before you have to reload for another one. The reload time is quite quick at 2.9 seconds as well. The damage is quite high, as a grenade launcher should be, at 110 inside a very close radius, dropping off to 25 as the radius's distance increases. The Kastet's lethal radius has to be right on the toe against your enemies. Alternatively, you can pair this weapon with the Danger Close perk, increasing your lethal radius with this weapon, going out to 1 meter in length. The Kastet does not have any attachments available, so we're going to be moving on to my recommended perks. First major perk I recommend is Danger Close. This helps out with your lethal radius to make it to 1 meter rather than being on the toe. My second recommended perk is Ready Up. When traversing across the map with this lethal weapon, you want to have it ready after sprinting, so Ready Up is a good choice to use. My third recommended perk is definitely a good one at a very cheap point value, this being Recon. Recon tags out enemies through surfaces after we hit them with our explosive damage. If you have the sixth sense that there's an enemy hiding in a room and you simply fire the grenade launcher, if there is an enemy in that room and you manage to pick up a hit marker, you'll be able to see their silhouette in bright orange. My fourth recommended perk is the Extra Lethal perk. Rather than just having a grenade launcher and pairing it up with Danger Close, we want to make use of this perk. So by equipping the Extra Lethal perk, we can carry out 2 explosives to make us the ultimate bomber. My fifth recommended perk is Reflex. When having those 2 explosives, you want to be able to toss them out quickly and cause a lethal amount of damage. So Reflex helps us to speed up this process when times are tough. And finally, my 6th recommended perk is Blast Shield. One thing that can be annoying is hit markers with your explosives, but another thing that can be annoying is if you kill yourself with your own explosive. Having Blast Shield equipped can definitely help you out not killing yourself with your explosives, and at the same time can help you out if your enemies are carrying explosives. So finally, moving on to my recommended class setups when using the Kastet grenade launcher. This time I only have one class setup that makes you a quote-unquote ultimate bomber. The Kastet is in the secondary department, meaning we're not going to have a primary, so we get the standard combat knife. You don't get any attachments for the Kastet grenade launcher, so moving on to our lethal, we're going to pack ourselves some C4. We're not going to carry a tactical, so this leaves the rest of our points spent on our perks. For my perks, I've gone with Ready Up, Reflex, Recon, Extra Lethal and Danger Close. For my strike package, I went with Support, and I've gone with the SATCOM, the Ballistic Vest and the Morse Launcher as my strike chain. You can probably tell why I call this the Ultimate Bomber class setup. Not only are you going to be having the Kastet grenade launcher and 2 C4s, but you're also going to be getting another rocket launcher known as the Morse. The Ballistic Vest can definitely help you out by giving you increased resistance against explosive damage. Essentially, you can trade this away for Blast Shield to choose one of my other recommended perks. And as usual, the SATCOM is the lowest kill streak you can obtain in the support strike package, and this will help us give us an overall awareness of where our enemies are when we call it in. So overall, the Kastet on its own is really bad. However, with this deadly combination of perks, you can turn this low powered weapon into ultimate chaos. So this concludes my weapon guide for the Kastet grenade launcher. Join me next time when I'll be covering the Vector CRB. Until then, I thank you for watching, and farewell.